Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David, and this is a Magic Review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for spending some time out of your day with me so that we can talk about the latest and the greatest in Magic. Have you heard about the Force Anything deck? The Force Anything deck. What is that? Well, it's a forcing deck. It's a forcing deck from Steven's Magic Emporium. If you pay $21, $21.50, I think is what it is. What do you get? You get a little plastic box, and then inside that, you get cardstock cards, right? It's not a bicycle deck, right? It's not a playing card deck. It's more like a billet deck, okay? So it's cardstock. It's thick paper, right? And you get 24 cards that are blank on both sides. And with this deck, you will be able to take out a Sharpie marker and in your own language, in your own writing, pictures or words, you can make a deck of whatever you like. So do you want to make a deck of the alphabet? Do you want to make a deck of numbers? Do you want to make a deck of celebrities? Do you want to make a deck of household objects? You can make the deck whatever you want, and then of those properties, you will be able to force anything from those categories. Is it what I thought? Yes, it is what I thought. It's an invisible deck, really. It's an invisible deck. So if you know what an invisible deck is, if you know how an invisible deck works, that is what this is. An invisible deck not with bicycle cards. It's an invisible deck done with billets, okay, with cardstock cards. So they don't have air cushion finish. All right, they're not gonna glide like a bicycle deck. They're gonna move like billets. Okay, they're gonna move like billets. But it is built in such a way so that if you showed one side, it would be your drawings, right? So if you're gonna draw fruit, right, you'd have a drawing of an apple and the banana and pears and throw some vegetables in there, right? Celery, broccoli, whatever. And then when you turn them over, they're all blank. You could fan through the cards one at a time, have the spectator touch any one they want. You can show it to them, and you will know exactly what they're looking at. Case in point, do it with letters, right? Like I said, it's only 24. So you got 24 letters, and you show them all the letters. They could just be, script or block style, 3D, however you want to make the letters. Go through, say, point to any back, and like I said, they're all blank. They're all blank, they're not marked. They point to any card, you show it to them, and you're going to know the letter that they're looking at. If you say, well, I can't draw, that's fine. You just write it out, right? If you want to make a whole deck of household objects, you just write TV, couch, right? Bed, dresser drawer, and then, again, go through the cards, force anything you want. You could make your own deck of cards, make them all like playing cards, or just write 6 of clubs, 7 of diamonds, right? You can make your own forcing deck. So anything you want, anything you can think of 24 objects, you can force one of those objects, right? So you can't force all the objects, you can force one of those objects. And it requires you to do all the writing and drawing, of course. But for people who like to do things in their own language, or things to look more homemade and less magic-y, this is a way that you could force something very easily. You could also use this in connection with another trick. So if you already have another trick, and you're like, how do I get them to force, or how do I get them to pick the color red, right? I need them to pick red. Okay, then you get out a deck like this. Okay, let's say you make, this is my idea this isn't included in the download. Let's say you wanted to force the color red, then make an alphabet card deck, right? And make your force card A. Okay, so you show all the letters. You say, hey, they're all different. We're going to go through one at a time. Just point to the back of any one. They point. You show it to them. It's the letter A. You know it's the letter A. Put it down, close it away, put it away, and say, okay, you're thinking of a letter. I couldn't possibly know what the letter is. Can you think of a fruit that matches that letter or that starts with that letter? Yes, you can. All right, and so if you're looking at that fruit, does that fruit have a color that's most commonly associated with that fruit? They say yes. So they went from A to apple to red. So you just force the color red. Right? So this can be used in a very creative way. And again, you could do this with celebrity names. You could do this with types of cars. You could do this for walk around at a show that you were hired for. So if you are walking around and you're working for a company and that company sells a certain thing, right? You could use their products on the face, okay? So it's a way to tie your magic into their product. Or you could do logos, right? Company logos or company brands, and you could force their logo, right? So you could do things like that. So for 21 bucks, you could easily just make this trick for a one-night show and chuck it, right? If you're gonna make it custom for your client. So again, though, this is a stack of billets made to look like an invisible deck, not bicycle cards. These are not glide air cushion finish, okay? So these will move like billets, feel like billets, okay, over a bicycle deck. But again, built exactly like an invisible deck, they've done all the work for you. So you'll be able to show the backs, show the faces, everything will look different. But when you go to do your reveal, you know what I'm talking about, right? You get it. And here's the other great thing. Here's the other great thing that I can tell you. Let's say you go to the website, which is stevensmagic.global, by the way, stevensmagic.global. You go to the website, you go to their product page. That video that they show you on that product page, that is the same video that you get when you buy the product. So you get to watch the tutorial. So if you have any questions or you want to see this in real life, just go to stevensmagic.global, watch the video. That is the video you will need to do the trick. So they're going to expose everything for you. So I didn't even need to make this video. You could just go there and watch the product page and they show you everything. So it's all right there, okay? So between my video and their video, you should have all your questions answered. All your questions answered, all right? Hey, so that's it, stevensmagic.global, that's where you wanna go, 21 bucks. Can I just say one more thing? I just wanna say one more thing. And usually at the end of my videos, I tack on some commercial for myself. And I say, hey, buy my t-shirts or join my channel, right? Or go visit my other channel, the Magic Channel Card Tricks, right? Or buy a hoodie. Let me tell you something about Stevens Magic. Stevens Magic Emporium is a brick and mortar shop, right? It's a real magic shop in Wichita, Kansas. And last year, they had a really big fire. They had a really big fire and they lost a lot of the store. And it's a really cute little store. And here's the thing. Not only did Stevens Magic operate all through COVID and they didn't shut down, when a lot of businesses did, they came out the other side, they're still going strong. Then they had a fire. At that point, somebody could become very discouraged and just throw the towel in and say, you know what, forget it. We're either gonna close the shop completely or we're gonna go completely online, just all digital, right? It's gonna be all online. We'll just do an online store. That is not what Stevens Magic did. They are rebuilding their brick and mortar. They're gonna have it open once again to receive customers. And I think that is a strong testimony to the owner and to the faithful people that shop at Stevens Magic. So just know that right now they are going through a remodel. They're having to rebuild their store because it had burned down, but they're gonna come back. And when they come back, I will make an announcement. I'll tell everybody that their store is open. We'll do a big video for them and we'll show the store and we'll try to give them as much promotion as they can. And if you live near Wichita, Kansas, even if it's only a couple hours away, I would drive down there when their store opens and give them some business. But in the meantime, we can shop them online at stevensmagic.global, okay? So if we shop at stevensmagic.global, I think those dollars will help go towards rebuilding their store and getting them back open again. I think, as long as there are brick and mortar stores out there, then there's opportunities for new magicians to walk into a store, see magic performed live, talk to a shop owner, get those questions answered. You remember what it was like when you were a kid. I remember what it was like when I was a kid. I loved my local magic shop. I love being able to walk in and just hang out and spend some hours there and just talk to people. I think we need more brick and mortars and less online, right? I mean, how much of Christmas shopping did I do online? Probably all of it, right? And it's horrible that we're losing touch with other people and we're living in our houses and we're not getting out there and fellowshipping and loving and holding people and consoling people and touching people and having conversations face to face. We're doing all these conversations, and all this argument and all this bitterness happens because we're separated, and we're not in rooms with people, and we're not sitting in circles with people. And so I think and I went on this huge tangent, but I think as long as there's a website out there that enables you to help Stephen's Magic, they are continuing to sell merchandise so that they can rebuild. I think we should definitely support them and back them and help them get back on their feet. That's it. That's everything I wanted to say. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.